I was in takeaway the other night getting a kebab wrap because I'd had, do you know what, a chicken wrap, wanted a chicken wrap, goes in the takeaway, and some girls like shouting at us being like, why did you cheat on Paige with that blonde girl? I didn't fucking cheat on Paige with this blonde girl. You've seen a fucking TikTok.
The nuggets.
The nugget thing. The
Yeah.
nugget thing.
Yeah.
Mate, I've never had so much shit for wanting a McDonald's at the end of the night. Like, all of my friends were just laughing because the one saw the girl, the one saw how young she looked. And what you don't realise is the video has been cut out and there's like 3 girls on the other side on a conveyor belt asking for photos.
Yeah.
And me, out of 45 nights on nightclub appearances, is probably the 4 that I drank on. The reason I drank on these 4 is because I took my 3 best friends.
Yeah.
So for the first time ever, I was a little bit like cuddly with the girl, and I was like going, go on, get in the photo. Like I am. I do it with my friends. I do it with my family. If we went out and like after maybe like 5 times, I'd probably do it with you and your missus.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of Paul Mort Talks Shit. Today, we're talking shit with the one and only, the mythical beast, Mr. Adam Collard. Adam, how are you doing?
Here I am. I mean, thank you for having us.
Sick,
I've been
mate.
buzzing. I'm a big fan of the podcast, you know.
Sick.
So
I love it,
I'm
mate.
glad to be here.
I'm buzzing to have you on. Let's get straight down to business, mate. What are you fucking up to right now?
What I'm up to
happening in
right
your
now? Taking a little bit of time out from personal sort of endeavours with women because of recent events, to be quite honest. The main thing, fitness. Open a second gym.
Oh, shit, really?
So, touch wood, we put an offer in for a lease, which I'm not going to say where it is right now, but that is the big next step. Everything is ready to go. I would love January, but realistically, it's probably not going to happen because of the time
A bit
frame
of work goes in as well,
on
innit?
anything like that. But gym number 2, and then try and do everything that I'm doing anyway, just bigger and better.
Yeah, nice. Talk to me about gym number 1 then, mate. What was there? How did that happen? Like, was that always something you wanted to do, or?
So, I'll be honest, I went to school, did quite well, found it really easy. Like people always think it's a stigma of personal trainers are thick, and I kind of get it a little bit.
I mean, mate, I know how you feel.
Yeah.
Darren, if you're listening, I'm talking about you.
But I mean, I was gonna go and do architecture. I was gonna do quantity surveying. I said I was
really?
I was gonna do full lot. Went down to Leeds, decided, and then I thought, right, because I was probably the only person in my family that got the grades to go to uni, Dad was a little bit like, well, you've got to go, and I was like, well, yeah, obviously. Went and did a random business management degree for all of 4 weeks, and then realized that I was like, what am I doing? Because in the meantime was training myself just for fun. Loved it. Went to bed every night reading the likes of people who were like YouTubers who I just loved, and like BioLay and like the sciencey sort of people and all of that, just really, really buzzed off it. And then I was like, why don't I just go and give this a crack? So did a personal training course, got into the gym group, which is obviously the commercial gym that everyone knows. And that was 19 years old. And then pretty much...
How long ago was that then?
So I'm 27 as of last week.
Shit.
So 19 years old, went into a global gym, did 2 years there almost. Maybe like actually more like a year and a half, went to a private sort of facility and just kind of built up this client base for ages and ages. Long story short, gym basically went down the pan and I was kind of sat there ready to go. And we just took the plunge at 21 for me to open my own gym. I say we, my dad's in construction. So basically I was like, right, this is what I need. Can you help me with this? And I'll do all of the gym and the equipment side. Yeah. And we'll just start with nothing. Yeah. Like it was kind of like just my own studio, and then bit by bit, and we'll have 8 trainers now in the gym.
Oh shit, nice, mate. So that business, that 4 weeks business management came in handy.
It off. Freshers in Leeds. I can't remember. Leeds Beckett changes its name every year, but Freshers number 1, number 2, number 3, 1 lecture, done.
Done it all. Mad. Do you know what's mad about some of the university things? And I mean, I'm not labeling all the same brush. I didn't even get into uni. Couldn't even get into college, because you needed 3 GCSEs. Yeah. Couldn't get in. But the mad thing is, I remember when I went to go self-employed, I would have been about 21 as well. And back then they had these local enterprise things, like the council would help fund people to set up their own businesses. Now I didn't get any money, but they would let me on a free course. Now the course was like how to start your own business, and there was 5 days. 4 of those days, the 4 people that ran those days didn't have their own business. Which is mad, isn't it?
It blows my mind. Like the lecturers have never really done anything. I think it should be one of the things in future where if you're going to be a business management or something like that, a lecturer in uni, you should have tried to start something or had something successful. It's
weird though. Like it's a funny thing, isn't it? Because if you're running a successful business, why the fuck would you go and lecture on it as well? But you get some people that get to a level where they just want to give back as well.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's a weird thing. So 8 trainers, mate. That's
Well, I would be number 8 if you I jumped in this morning because we're 2 members of staff on holiday, but it's I I love it.
What, you give your staff holidays?
Exactly.
Fuck
exactly.
me. You give them holidays?
I'm far too nice.
Jesus Christ.
When you fuck off to a Love Island villa every couple of years, you kind of got to give them holidays when they want. They've got my back. I've got to have theirs now.
What was the hardest part about getting set up?
Hardest part about getting set up? For anyone else, it would be a client base, but I got to the point where it was impossible for me not to open a place where I could do groups, because every single day was 12 hours. I mean, the girl that I was with, who was my like first proper relationship, it probably was my fault a little. I ruined that because I was just in the gym so much, but I was so hungry at 21 years old, 19, 21.
I actually think it takes that.
Yeah.
When you start, it fucking takes that.
Yeah. Like now could have been a totally different situation, but at that starting point, you've got to sacrifice something. And I just didn't care about anything. I was probably selfish with family, selfish with friends. I remember like there was a couple of Kavos Zanti holidays and I was like, I'm not going. I was like, I'm doing something bigger. I was like, I'll go to better places when I'm older. I did one.
I mean, that's very mature for 21, by the way.
Yeah, I think I was
when
just
I'm 21,
hungry.
there's no way I'm missing the fucking night out. Never mind the fucking lads holiday.
I mean, don't get us wrong. There was plenty of them. And I did do one or two, but I didn't do four.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? I cut them in half.
Yeah. So the hardest part would have been getting a client base, but the hardest part for you was the hours you were working.
It was probably just the hours I was working, and I don't know the hardest part. I don't know. I loved it. I'd never found it hard, and it's always, I can't remember what it was, but if you love it and you never really feel like you're at work, like this morning, I went in 6 until 9. I don't need to be there. I don't need to work for 15 quid an hour, whatever it is. But like, to be honest, there's 3 of my mates there. There's 3 mutual friends somewhere down the line, and I get to teach them how to deadlift. Why do I not want to do that?
You like being around people.
Yeah,
I think it's a big thing. You know, it's funny to say this about being there all the time and not seeing it as work. I think it is. We'll talk about staff in a minute, right?
Yeah.
I think business is easy until you hire people, right? But we have this with my wife's my business partner, and people are like, do you not like? Do you have a rule where you don't talk about work when you're at home? I'm like, no. We both fucking value it highly, so why would we say, oh, let's not talk about that? Do you know what I mean? It's a strange thing that, like, so staff, how quickly did you get to your first fucking staff member then?
First staff member was pretty much straight away, and I jumped into it, and I didn't even really, I mean, it wasn't even an interview. It was like
was it your mate?
It was someone I'd worked with previously, and he was kind of a friend, and it was probably a little bit too close to home, because at that point we were on even keel, and then I went and did this, and then he was kind of still there.
Yeah.
And I'm doing this on a podcast. He obviously, I went up the pecking order a little bit, and it is hard to do that. I would say I've went through a conveyor belt of every 3 personal trainers, and I've got to be honest, every 3 personal trainers that I've had in, I've probably kept one. Yeah. And the staff, the 7 that we've got now, are the best we've ever had. Yeah. But it's been a hard road to get there. But like I said, what I just said, my number 2 right now, the gym manager, Ben, he's turned into one of my best friends because I love being around him. But he's technically, on paper, been there the least amount of time, but he loves it that much that he went straight at the top. Yeah. And that's what I mean. Like, he probably does. When he went 5:15 and you're scraping ice off your car, for half an hour, you feel like you're going to work. But you know, by the time you're there and a few hours in, it doesn't matter. Like, he loves it. You can tell it. It's on his face, like me. And I haven't seen that in a lot of people, but the staff that I've got there now, they're sick.
Yeah. Yeah. So some of the most challenging things you've had with your staff then have been?
Yeah, whether it's like, it's one of them things, like, I don't know if it's ego, or I think personal trainers can have a lot of ego for sometimes the wrong reasons. Yeah.
Sometimes it's ambition as well, though, I think, innit?
It is ambition. And I would say that if I'm holding my hands up and I will do this now, I was probably a little bit egotistical when I was younger, and now I've kind of learned, like, there's always someone better, there's always someone bigger, there's always someone with more money, and there's always someone with 5 gyms and not 4. So what does it matter? You've kind of got to work on you. But back in the day, I was a little bit like that, and maybe I've struggled with people who, like, I always turn around and I go, these hours are for you because I'm trying to build a business elsewhere, so we can have another place and you can have more hours, and you can, I don't know, we can improve your pay and stuff like that.
I think one thing you've got to give yourself, like, you'll have to give yourself a bit of a break for, and I think we all do, is that you kind of trying your best. This is your first these are your first few members of staff.
Exactly.
You've never fucking done it before. It's new. You're young as fuck, mate.
Yeah.
Do you know, mate, no shit, right? I've been self-employed since I was 21. That's 22 years this year, which is fucking insane, right? And I didn't hire my first full-time PAYE national insurance member of staff until 2019. Yeah. Isn't that mad? I've had 30 or 40 freelancers, e-lancers, people per hour, VAs, all that kind of shit. And Mac was my first full-time in-office employee.
Well, some of ours technically
like subbies.
They're subbies. They're like half employed, half not employed.
Yeah.
For different reasons, but it just works better because they want a personal trainer on their outside as well.
Yeah, of course.
So it makes sense.
Well, and it's weird. It's hard, like you say, giving people hours when they want hours.
Yeah.
I mean, what do you do in between those hours of fucking, like, you're talking 10 and 3? What happens then?
It's kind of
dead time, innit?
This is what I mean. So we have a little bit of a structure now where it works both ways, where they can kind of do whatever they want. They can lock up, they can go for dinner, they can PC clients. Yeah. And I think the best thing that I've kind of done is try and think about how they feel as well and what I would want to do in their shoes now. And that's kind of what I do. Right. If I wanted more clients and I was hungry and I don't want them to go, how can I help them be happier here?
How do you separate all the Love Island stuff from that?
Do you know what?
Do you think it helps or hinders?
It helps in ways and it hinders in other ways.
Yeah.
I've got to be honest, half of the stuff I hate in terms of Love Island. Yeah. And I would say that the best way to explain it is what I could have achieved in 5 years, I've maybe cut down to 2 because completely financial. Yeah. I'm not an idiot, and no one is going into Series 8 now. I took a bit of a risk when I first opened the gym at 21 by going on Love Island when I was 22. First year business, who does that?
Yeah,
no one. You should.
How much time out was it?
Well, it was 8 weeks, what I thought, because I went quite far, and then you've got a week before, a week after. But I didn't realize that I was going to be in nightclubs for 4 months, 5 months after. Yeah. So I kind of could have came straight out 8 weeks and just went straight back to work. But the financial side of it was so good straight after that I could pay that gym off straight away. I could pay my house off straight away.
So you were putting that straight back into...
So I was putting it straight back into the gym. Everything that we had, like the gym is finance free. It's all done. The next gym will already kind of be close to that already. Nice. Yeah. And that was kind of where my head was at with that. So people are going, oh, he's in nightclubs every night. He's on this, he's on that. I was like, I am. But what you don't realise is I'm actually co-funding everything that happened. Yeah. Like I didn't need to worry in COVID. I'm not going to lie. Yeah. Like it was a little bit of a struggle and members were leaving left, right and centre. My Boohoo Man contract alone probably could have like saved that. Yeah. Like it didn't really matter. Yeah, but that's because I went to all them places to do that.
Yeah. Yeah. So those are the upsides then. Yeah. Talk to me about the downsides.
Downsides. People, the one thing that pisses us off, but it's a funny thing. I'm going to give Ollie March a little shout out. I went to his gym.
Ollie's a fucking gangster.
Ollie is a gangster. He's probably one of my idols in life because I always think like he's me in 5 years in terms of not to a certain extent, like I'm my own person, but like he's had the gym. He's like 4 years ahead, so it's great for me to look at as a bit of a goal.
Yeah.
And he's got
nice.
And he's got the family and kids, so it gives me an idea of right when I've got them as well. How will I do my stuff? Right.
Nice.
When I went down to his gym,
mate, I've got to stop you here because what I love about this is that comparison there would crush quite a lot of people.
Yeah.
They'd be like, oh, well, why not? Do you know what people say? The comparison's a thief of joy. Yeah. I'm like, is it though? Depends on what frame you put it in. Yeah. You've put it in a frame of not, oh, well, why haven't I got that? And why can't I do that? And oh, it's all right for him. You put it in the context of, well, how can I do that?
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? This is a big deal, this.
Yeah. I think people, again, egotistical me at 22 probably wouldn't have said that. Like, he's great. I look up to him. And one of the things he said when I first came off Love Island, because I went down to train with him, did a team workout, and he went, Christ. He went, you're actually fit. And it was like, because I've been on Love Island, it was like, oh, is it just followers because of that? But yeah, I can hold my own with them boys. I can. But it's nice. He's always great. Like I asked him something about a little event the other day and he gave us some advice. Yeah. But I think comparing yourself to people like that when they are in the right circles, in the right direction, I look to him, what's the problem with that? You know? And I'm still going to chase him down as hard as I can.
I love it. Talk me about some of the other downsides.
Other downsides, obviously the social media side, in terms of trolling. I hate that word, but trolling is a real thing. Negative comments, having people talk to you on the street about what is going on in your life or what they think is going on in your life. Yeah. For example,
does that happen?
Well, yeah, like someone said I was in takeaway the other night getting a kebab wrap because I'd had, do you know what, a chicken wrap, wanted a chicken wrap, goes in the takeaway and some girls like shouting at us being like, why did you cheat on Paige with that blonde girl? I didn't fucking cheat on Paige with this blonde girl. You've seen a fucking TikTok.
Is it the nuggets
nugget thing. The nugget thing. Yeah. Mate, I've never had so much shit for wanting McDonald's at the end of the night. like all of my friends were just laughing because the one saw the girl, the one saw how young she looked. And what you don't realize is the video is being cut out and there's like 3 girls on the other side on a conveyor belt asking for photos.
Yeah.
And me, out of 45 nights on nightclub appearances, is probably the 4 that I drank on. The reason I drank on these 4 is because I took my 3 best friends. Yeah. So for the first time ever, I was a little bit like cuddly with the girl and I was like going, go on, get in the photo. Like I am. I do it with my friends. I do it with my family. If we went out and like after maybe like 5 times, I'd probably do it with you and your missus.
I'm not going out with you.
Yeah. But, you know what I mean? Like it drives us crazy because I'm like, you haven't got a clue.
Mate, I've seen this happen with Smith. I've been on a night out with Smith, loads of night outs with Smith. We've been sitting in fucking Nando's and girls that come over. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so I fucking totally get it. So how do you get your head around that? Because it was all new to you, right?
So at the start, it was all new to us. I've got to be honest, this time round, especially with the Paige situation with did he cheat, did he not, I've struggled with it a little bit because it's like, how do you actually prove yourself to everyone in the world when there's no proof? It's my word against hers. And to be honest, the girl actually came out and had my back anyway. Yeah. And I did struggle with that more mentally this time than I actually thought I would, believe it or not. But
do you know what's really interesting, Adam, right? I get a lot of shit from people for the stuff that I'm talking about and the way that I talk about it. And I can handle criticism of what I'm saying, my opinion, even the way I look, or me fucking accent.
Yeah. The
fact that I talk too fast, the amount I swear, I can take all that. But it's weird when someone questions me integrity. That's the only time I get triggered.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? And that's kind of what's happening here, isn't it?
Yeah.
Your integrity is getting questioned rather than like your looks or what you're wearing or what you're not wearing in your case.
Exactly.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But when your motives start to get questioned, I think that's when you take it a bit more personally, right?
Yeah. I mean, I am quite thick-skinned with it. Like, I've got to be honest, I do have quite a stern approach of it is Love Island Series 9 coming up. You have seen Molly May, you've seen all the monsters that have came out of this in terms of like social media presences. If you have got any sort of non-confidence in yourself of mental health, do not go and put yourself on the most popular TV show in the world for 6 weeks. What's the point? So if you're aware of that, I don't have a lot of sympathy. I wouldn't say I have none, but I don't have a lot. However, at the same time, I think people can go on the show thinking they're headstrong and then come out and get a bit of a reality check.
And then shit their pants.
Yeah, and then shit
you know what's mad about that, mate? It's part of the reason why I get a lot of people saying, oh, Paul, this guy's trying to copy what you do. This guy's trying to be you. I'm like, well, fucking good luck, because the moment they get criticised, they'll fucking fold like a pack of cards. So it's weird that because everyone thinks they can take it until they start fucking getting it. And then you get other people who aren't getting it giving you loads of advice. Oh, just ignore it. You get that as well, right?
I've got
people giving you advice who don't get the criticism.
Yeah, who don't get it at all. I've got to be honest, I take it more personally. Obviously, who I came off the show with in 2018, she got a bad few comments and I thought I was like raging. I was like a phone.
Because it wasn't you.
It was like a phone on the table, and I'm like setting about, like pacing the room as if I'm going to start a fight with the phone. And then I'm thinking, what am I actually doing? But like when it's me,
with some cunt that's probably living in their ma's fucking basement, driving their ma's Fiesta.
And then there's some daft cunt.
Sorry, the mam's Fiesta.
And then some tit back home's went, oh, you don't have abs anymore. I'm like, I don't give a fuck. But like when it was her, because at the time I really liked her, that got me riled up more.
That's interesting.
So, yeah.
That's very interesting. That happens to me a little bit too. In fact, it's weird. If someone gives me shit, you'll be at this point as well now where you don't have to say anything because the people that do like your stuff, they'll fucking go after the fucking troll anyway, right? Does that happen?
Yeah, you have got a lot of good ones as well. But what I say is like, your good people only really comment like once in a blue moon because you comment back and be nice to them, and they're like, yeah, I've got that comment. Yeah. So they do it once a month, whereas these trolls, they're just like, they do it every day.
What are some of the practical things that you do then when you're getting these shit? Is there anything that you're saying? Are you blocking them? Is there any tools that you're using?
I have a real back and forth with my agent and with PR because I'm such a sarcastic, like, little shit. Like, I've commented back once saying, who put 20 pence in the daft cunt? Like, and I got told off for that. And I know that you shouldn't say that word and whatever and that. But, like, that's my way of, like, I just think that, like, I'll just embarrass them. But, yes, I appreciate the fact of you shouldn't probably do that with some people. They give us a little bit of advice, you know? But I probably have to hold back on my natural reaction sometimes.
Me too. Me too. Because I guess what's the best way to deal with it? And I'm thinking, well, I change my mind every day.
Yeah.
Sometimes I'm like, well, I'm going to block and delete this cunt. Sometimes I'm like, I'm going to have a bit of fun.
Or it's like, thanks, have a fantastic day. You know, like...
Kill them with that kindness thing.
You know when someone's up your arse in the car and they're raging, they're effing and blinding, and they're doing
So
all
you drive
this,
slower.
and you just wave at them, and it winds them up more. That's normally my approach.
I do a bit of that.
I love
you're really fucking annoying. I'm like, thanks for noticing, mate. I try really hard. And then sometimes I'm like, that's not fucking okay.
Exactly.
Sometimes, mate, honestly, last year, one of the biggest disappointments I had of myself was I sent someone my address. I said, if you want to come and say that, come to my office, because Mac will be here. But it's mad.
Because we'll have the boys waiting.
It's mad that you do get that advice from people that have never fucking had to deal with it.
Yeah.
It's weird, isn't it?
It's I saw one on Paddy the Baddy the other day, and like he was talking about trolls or something. I think it was a bit of a funny one, but I'm like thinking, you're getting one of the hardest people in the world and sending him a DM and like trying to give him abuse and saying you're going to turn up at his house, and he's one of the best fighters in the world right now.
You gotta be,
I mean, how stupid are you?
Mate, what's the weirdest thing that's happened on socials for you?
Oh, I thought you were going to say in person there.
Well, we'll go there next. What's the weirdest DM you've ever had? Anything to do with feet?
Nah, do you know what the weirdest one, and it's the most mental stuff. It always pops in my head on a PA nightclub, like probably shite somewhere down the country. Like
it's not the Bournemouth Ties Club.
It's probably not the what. So your clientele, you're 18 to 22, which was me. Now I'm a little bit older, so I'm a little bit, but 18 to 22, maybe he's 23. They're walking in, standard clothes, blah blah blah, in a line, 1,000 people. Photo. The bouncers are kicking them out before they can even say hello, goodbye. Yeah. Right. There's a woman in a suit, pencil skirt, dead smart, briefcase, like as if she'd came from work, like not the briefcase, but like this little thing. And I was like, she looks dead out of place here, right? Honestly, I was like looking, taking photos of like all these girls, just letting them crack on. And I was thinking, this is going to be mental. This came up to us and said, oh, I don't really want a picture, but like me and my husband have came here to offer you $2,000 and he wants to watch while you have sex with me. And I was like, what? This is in like this is like a kid's 18 to 22. No. And I just didn't even know what to say. I've never been speechless before in my life. And my face must have been that like outrageous that you just walked off. Oh, shit. Just didn't even say anything.
Before you'd accepted?
Like before I'd accepted. So
before you'd started negotiating?
So I found the CCTV and I went back later on.
That's fucking mad. But mate, so during all of this time then, I missed this question earlier on. During all this time, you got to consider we've got this new business. We're starting this now we've got fucking 8 staff. Who's been some of your guides through that period then? Because you can't have. I don't think there's any such thing as a self-made man.
No, there's definitely not. My dad and my stepmom are amazing. I've seen them do business after.
Your dad's self-employed?
My dad is self-employed. Yeah. When I was younger, I used to get picked up by him or any Tom, Dick and Harry, whether it was like a scaffold van, a builder's van. I saw him do like property. My stepmom is absolutely amazing. I've never met someone who works that much in her life. Yeah. Helps with my business, with online, helps with this, works for a charity as well. Absolutely amazing.
Do you know what's mad? Your dad running a construction company, he'd be like, running a gym is fucking easy. Because I coach people in that trade.
Oh,
it's a fucking nightmare, man. They'll be like, son, running a gym is fucking child's play compared to running a construction company.
Yeah, so they've been my rocks all the way through, and I'm not an idiot. I couldn't have done half the stuff that I could have done at the start with the gym and like building it and actually having it. I probably would have opened with a really dusty shell and some gym equipment in it and would have made it work. But like it looks shit hot. That was all him. Yeah. And they've just been amazing. But I'm at this point now, and this is one thing that I will thank Love Island for, and everything that's came off the back of it. It got me some sort of financial benefit that was good enough where I could give something back. Yeah. Like I remember buying my dad a watch, and like that was like mint for me because he got me one when I was 18, and it's just like little things like that. Yeah. And now I've got this opportunity where I can actually like give them something.
Yeah, I love it. What are some of the mistakes you've made in opening that place and running that place?
Mistakes. I was probably, like I said, the first member of staff is the only one I regret being a little bit too hot-headed with. Yeah, yeah. And probably getting rid of too soon. Yeah.
It's your fucking baby, innit? It's
my baby.
You're very protective of it when you open it.
We're too friendly. We're gonna think about living together. We were out drinking together at the time, and it was too close to home. And I probably should have never worked with him in the first place. But I think he's the only one out of everyone, he's the only one that I would say maybe could still be there if he actually, like, if it was different.
And have you reconciled that relationship? Have you done anything?
Yeah, we speak really? Now and then. It's very civil.
Yeah, of course.
It's very civil, and it's like giving each other the nod, and like we'll chat about random stuff. Not as close as what it used to be, but that's cool.
Yeah.
And the other mistakes, worrying too much. Worry every year about things like when I first
started business,
business. I used to think to myself like, oh, like more, and this and that, and like, if I looked back now when I was 18 and thought, oh, I'll have this and this many members and stuff like that, I would have been over the moon. But your standards get higher, and the bar gets higher.
Your ambition, you get more ambitious, man.
Like, I look at that gym now and I'm like, well, no, I want 2 or 3.
Yeah.
I'm like, why do I need just one?
Yeah.
And like with the Love Island stuff, that then put us in the category of, well, I don't just want money from personal training. I want the gym, my personal training, my online business, and all Instagram influence and stuff. So your mindset changes, and it's evolving really.
Yeah. What made you go back on Love Island?
Second gym.
Was it?
They rang us up with 2 weeks' notice.
Yeah.
I'd came out of a relationship about 2.5 months before.
Yeah. Fucking great timing.
I was in Greece for a fitness retreat. Had no idea I was going on.
Yeah.
So I was in Greece on a fitness retreat.
So are these your fitness retreats, or do they fly you in?
No, like it's a franchise and they fly me out.
Right.
I was sitting in Greece still doing the training sessions, and people I remember were drinking wine, talking about Love Island starting, and I had no idea I was going on at that time, and it had already started. So Paige was actually in the show, and I still had no idea. Then they rang me and contacted us thinking they had this crazy idea, and I thought, right, it's a recharge, it's a refresh on social media.
Yeah.
And I haven't really got anything to lose because the gym's there's so many staff and it runs itself. Why didn't I just go for it?
Yeah.
And they got us at a good single point where I was a bit like a raging animal. And then I thought I was going to go on there and do all sorts and cause chaos. Yeah. And to be fair, I actually liked a girl and just pretty much boring.
Mate, I'm going to tell you the truth, right?
I've never been so bored in my life.
I've never watched a full episode of Love Island, right?
Neither have I really.
I mean, you've been in a few.
I've been in a few
episodes. What's it like being that invited? Because here's what I picture it like, and this is from speaking of fucking hell. I've interviewed 4 Geordie Show people. I've had Sam Gowland on, Chalmers on, Vicky Patterson on, and Holly on, right? Sophie's always asking me to come on as well. And what they tell me about is how these situations are manufactured, where now there's going to be conflict.
Yeah.
So they like have someone neck on with a bird and fucking say, yeah, he's necking on with her, whatever. What's that like, dealing with that kind of conflict? Because I can imagine it, because you got to consider a lot of people that I talk to spend their lives trying to avoid conflict. They hate conflict.
I don't know what there is in my personality, and I hope there's a specialist somewhere to check on this, right? Because one day I need to find out. But I loved it. I loved the drama. Like, I just thought it was hilarious. And in 2018, when I was like,
do you think that's part of the secret? Then you find it.
I think they cast me and they thought I've hit the jackpot, because I used to wake up every morning, and I kind of just got it. And when you're in there, right, there's 20 people in. And I would say for me personally, when I'm looking around, there's a divide between the people that get it and the people that don't. Yeah. And the people that get it, what I mean is,
they don't take it too seriously.
They don't take it too seriously, one, but they also know that if they don't like play around with a show and have a bit of a laugh and get involved in the drama, they will have no airtime. So I'll tell you one of the best people I've ever seen. Ekin-Su, unbelievable. Right. She knew the game straight away, and I could tell that because I'm the only one that's ever done it twice.
Angela's lush.
So yeah, she knew that. But what I mean is, like, I thrived on it and I actually enjoyed it. But like the manufacture of the situations, I mean, one of the new girls comes in. There's a card, a little playing card. Kiss the tallest boy. Oh fuck, who's that gonna be then? While I'm sitting there in a relationship, and then it's my fault for then getting that.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like, course it's manufactured.
Yeah. Yeah. So you're so I think the two separations then are the people that don't take it too seriously. Yeah. Because they know it's
like Dr. Alex in 2018 fully thought he was there to fall in love and do all of this. And I kind of get like, you can do that by accident. Tommy and Molly, mint.
Yeah.
Really good couple. Alex and Livia, met them loads of times.
Yeah.
They are legit and they are the best, like, unreal.
Yeah.
But that happened by accident. They don't care if you fall in love or not.
Yeah.
Like, it's not about
want people
that.
To watch a show, right?
They want people to watch a show. So putting a little bit of drama.
Man, I've just remembered something. I've never watched a full episode, and I don't know much. I don't know who that second couple were, right? And not who Tommy is, obviously.
Yeah.
And the one thing from that last season was the bit about sucking the tits. Oh my God, mate. I couldn't stop watching like TikToks and that of that thing.
So
I was fucking 16 again.
We didn't know how big that was on the outside because we were in there. But when we heard, we called him Alex there. When we heard Andrew say that, we were just sat there like, if they've got like them, what's it called, like night vision goggles of him doing that or something, it was just hilarious.
It's
like,
the
we couldn't
best.
stop
I
laughing.
didn't even need to see it. I just needed to keep it. And I sucked at tit, and I sucked at tit. It was. I don't even think it was at tit, but sucking someone's tits is so fucking.
Mate, there was
what you do at school, innit?
Yeah, that's what I mean. But there was definitely some sort of fondling with different people that didn't get shown, which they just like deny, and they thought they couldn't put it on. I think it was just because Andrew was that innocent that he admitted it.
Fucking class, mate. Honestly, I watched that clip about 1 million times.
Yeah.
And I don't know anything else. I knew who met that Paige bird.
Yeah.
I knew who them two were that won. And that sucking tit thing was just mind blowing. Mind blowing.
I think it's his accent and the way he is. He's so like, he's a nice
How
boy,
old
isn't he? So I'm 27. I think he's 29. No, 28, 29.
28, 29.
Yeah, he's older than me, I think.
Shit. So, what do you have down days?
You have one. You didn't in 2018.
No, do you have down days in general? Like
in life.
yeah, in life. Do you ever have days where you're fucking gassed or struggling or?
I would say sometimes I'll log off my personal Instagram and just keep Sculpt on. I love Sculpt because it's like the gym.
Your business page.
Yeah, so the business page.
Yeah.
So because it's all my friends from home or people that come to the gym, so it's mint. I actually like that one more.
And people that you're helping out,
people
right?
that I care about. So I'll do that. That's my only little down thing.
Yeah.
Down days, I think I'm a bit hyper. Like, my family can actually tell when I train or not train.
Yeah.
They're like, you can tell you've not because you're like fidgety, you're like shaky, or like, just like you seem a bit like irate. And they said you're a better person, you're like calmer. And I think it's because it is my like therapy. Like, yeah, I train to look good to a certain extent, and everyone does, but it's way, way more than that for me now.
My wife can tell when I haven't meditated, which is weird. You haven't meditated, have you? How do you know? Because you've jumped topic of conversation 17 times in the last minute. I'm like, well.
When did you start that?
Mate, I started meditating 2015. I started meditating, and then it came to a mad place this year. In August, I went to this retreat.
Yeah.
It was in London at the XL Arena, 6.5 days, 2,700 people at this event, $3,000 a ticket.
Wow.
Dude's done 7 million fucking quid in a week, and he sent one email. It sold out in 6 hours. Isn't that mad? And this event, I'd seen this guy's work for a while. I heard about him in 2018. This Joe Dispenza guy, and I was like, it's not for me. The mad thing is, most of the stuff that I do now, I've mocked at some point.
I was going to say, right,
meditation, cold showers, yoga. I've mocked all that shit.
Playing devil's advocate here. I'm open to it, but I've probably took the piss out in the past. I'm thinking the noise, and then cross legs. What are you doing?
Imagine
what
me sitting cross-legged.
Well,
mate, I'm 40 fucking 2, man.
You were doing that when I walked in.
Mate, I can't even sit cross-legged. So what he does, so I meditated lying down for years, and then this guy's like, no, you need to sit up so you don't fall asleep. I'm like, well, that makes sense. Right. He has you with blackout goggles, like an eye mask on, noise cancelling headphones, so there's nothing coming in from your external environment. There's no noise, and you basically it's like a guided meditation with him.
Right.
But mate, this retreat, the meditations were a minimum of 1 hour long. Right. Him talking, he's doing the whole thing. Imagine 2,700 people in a room meditating at once. Mad. There was women in the room having orgasms.
No way.
I've heard nothing like it. I was like, what the fuck's that? Me mate were like, me mate from Houghton Le Spring, he was like, what the fuck's that like? I said, fucking women having orgasms and people screaming and that.
People can't even do that normally.
Well, I'm on TRT now, mate. Fuck me. We'll talk about that in a second. Jesus. Permanent hard on. But he puts you into a trance. So he has all his music and all these things that he says, and he puts you into a trance, and he has you visualize your future, and that's mad. And but one of the meditations was 4 hours long. And I went to the moon twice at least. Like, he puts you in this trance, and then he has you do all this mad breathing shit. And then he has you hold your breath. It's not like, it's different to the Wim Hof stuff because you hold your breath in.
Yeah.
And he has you do all this mad shit. And honestly, I was a rocket going through a fucking rainbow. I went on another planet. I met the fucking Grim Reaper. All sorts of mad shit happened. And I wouldn't say I was a skeptic, but I was like, I'm not buying into all this shit. And then I came out of it. I was like, fuck me, this is fucking life changing. I've seen nothing like it, mate. But the meditation is not the whole lying down trying to empty your mind thing. You're actually just listening to him and doing what he tells you to do in the meditation. It's mad. But mate, there was people, he had this healing thing. He had people who had fucking cancer and shit recovering from cancer.
Really?
As a result of meditating and that. And he's had to go, because of what he's doing, all this healing stuff, he's had to actually pay for scientific research, or he's actually had to get independent scientific researchers to come in and see what he's doing. There was a woman there, had what did she have? Carpal tunnel syndrome.
Right.
After a week, it was gone. And I was like, fuck off, man. And then another woman got up and said, my carpal tunnel syndrome's gone as well. And I'm totally, you got to think, mate, I'm from South Shields. I don't buy into this shit.
Yeah.
But I was sitting there and I was like, oh, well, maybe this is legit.
Yeah.
But a 4-hour meditation, before that, I'd have been like, there's no way. 15 minutes was my maximum, by the way, before I went to that.
Yeah, I find it mind-blowing for meditation, because that was the same sort of stuff that I heard the first time about like CBD and the cannabis sort of effect, but obviously something's going into your body. So that makes sense more to me of why you can heal something that way,
mad.
like cancer or something like that.
It's mad. And I was like, nah. But you kind of come out with claims like that these days and not get shut down.
That's what I mean.
He says the evidence is the loudest voice, and science is how you demystify shit. So he's got, honestly, science that he's got is mad. He's having people completely transform their immune system in 4 hours and that, man. It's mad, because he's got people sitting there in that meditation with those, those fucking halo things on.
Yeah.
That measure your brain he has them doing that. He takes the blood, he takes the saliva before the week, at the start of the week and at the end of the week. It's fucking mind-blowing. Honestly, at that event, I signed up for another 2.5 day event with his team in London. I did another 2.5 days, and I'm complete. I don't buy into all of it. Like, he's talking about quantum physics and the quantum field and that.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, actually, I'll just meditate and feel fucking great after I've done it, and I'm fine with that.
I might have to come do this.
Do you know what I mean? It's mad. Mate, honestly, this guy, Joe Dispenza, here's how much I bought into it. I'd heard about him for years, and in January, I thought, fuck it, I'm going to study this thing.
Yeah.
And it's mad. All of my courses are online, but I'm terrible at online courses. Because I've bought so many things that I haven't even logged into. You must have done that.
Yeah, or look, just have a little look.
Or you just get distracted.
Yeah.
I'm like, I've got my Facebook and my Instagram, my emails. I'm like, fucking hell, man. And now our video is taking us 6 hours to watch.
Yeah.
Anyway, I bought this course of his, and it was 12 modules. So I thought, right, every Sunday I'll do an hour. I finished it in 8 days or 6 days or something, because I was like, this is fucking unbelievable. Blew me head off. So on this note, mate, what is your morning? I'm big on morning rituals and morning routines.
Rituals.
What does your shit look like? What are your non-negotiables every morning or every day?
My non-negotiables, I found it hard because I'm mixing gym and normal life with the Love Island PAs. So that's a little bit of a struggle. But usually it's a 5 a.m. And if I get up at 5 a.m., like that for me straight away is a game changer, because I get so much more done.
Yeah.
I try to avoid my phone straight away, because I guarantee there's texts, whether they be personal or work, straight away. Yeah. And the first thing I do, and it's just because I was listening to, and this is only the last 2 months, is it Andrew Huberman?
Oh, yeah, gangster.
Lad? Yeah,
gangster, aye.
So try and go outside just for some sort of fresh air, sunlight.
Chris Williamson's pushing a lot of his shit at the minute, because he had him on his podcast.
Yeah, so I kind of heard a couple, and then I heard Chris's, and I was like, right, I'm definitely going to do
the OG
that.
fucking Love Island guy, Chris,
exactly.
isn't he? Aye.
Exactly. So the only real things that I would say is I try to get up, make sure I go outside, go out with the dogs.
You got a dog, ain't you? You got a dog?
Yeah,
that makes it easier, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Because you have to.
You have to.
Yeah.
So do that. If I can get them to settle, I'll do like 10 minutes of mobility, nothing crazy, just a few, and that just settles me for the day. And then I'll try to avoid drinking coffee for at least like 30 minutes.
Yeah. People are big on that now as well, isn't it?
I don't know. I think it's a little bit of... The only thing for me is just like, I think you should drink water first, otherwise you're going to dehydrate yourself more. But there is a lot of stuff. Chris, again, actually, believe it or not, he sent us these things. He was like, look at this, like read into this.
The salts.
Element Labs. And
class.
I felt amazing off it.
Class.
Yeah. So I thought, you know what, even if I'm not
I
got
love
the
it.
salts,
When I was in America, I was staying in a villa, and I got them sent to me villa because they're a bit of a pain in the arse to get here. So I got them sent to me villa and brought fucking 10 boxes home.
So that was basically the crack. So that's really my only 3-part routine. Get up, try.
You're not training in the morning then? Is that not your thing?
It's 50-50. I prefer personally, because I'm more productive, to bang out emails and stuff like that.
I'm the same.
6 till 8 a.m. and do
if I train hard in the morning, I'm fucked the rest of the day. I'm 42 and I don't have a go slow button.
Yeah. I'm on double days at the minute, so normally I'll do session 1 at 8 a.m. and session 2 at 3 or 4.
You train twice a day?
Some of the days.
Yeah.
Some of the days.
Yeah.
I want to do, like, there's a few things that I want to do endurance-wise, like Ironman and stuff like that. But as well, I don't really fancy looking like Mo Farah, so I'm trying to keep some sort of size.
Mate, it's my... I'm on 2 a day right now, but I've only been on 2 a day for the last 3 days because I'm fucking 4 kilos overweight for this comp.
Yeah.
Because I was injured. Well, I had this staph infection. I've got to get down to 79 kilos. Me guys like, mate, you need to do an hour cardio every morning. I'm like, fuck. You know what? Yesterday, I started really good intentions. I was like, right, when I'm on this treadmill, 6 a.m. in my garage, fucking freezing, I'm going to watch like a jiu-jitsu instructional. Yeah. 2 minutes in, it was fucking off and I was watching The Wire.
Yeah.
If I've got to fucking do something that sucks for an hour, I may as well try and have fun doing it. Do you know what I mean?
Exactly.
It's a mad thing. Do you ever worry about then in the fitness game and in your business that people might not take you as seriously as you'd like them to?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I would say that's the...
Would you say that's one of the downsides?
That is one of the only downsides of Love Island. People not taking me. I hate, and I actually go back to this all the time. People are like, are you Adam from Love Island? I'm like, I'm Adam from Newcastle.
Aye.
I went on Love Island. It doesn't kind of define us.
Aye.
And people only really realise that when they meet us, I think. Yeah. Because... Like,
well, especially if they come in the gym as well. That'll be like, actually, he's the fucking real deal.
Yeah, like they come in the gym and they're like, fuck, like, yeah, he is the real deal. But until they get to that point, they kind of struggle with it. But like, I would say, yeah, like, I'm a businessman. I'm a young businessman. I'm still learning, but I'm a young businessman and I'm borderline athlete.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'd do it like this show. Yeah, I went on. It was smart. Like,
talking about the athlete thing, then you mentioned rugby before. Yeah. Actually, we weren't even on fucking air when we're talking about rugby. It always happens that. Was that your thing then?
I swam quite well.
Oh, really?
Well. Yeah, I swam quite well when I was younger.
Yeah.
Sort of like probably city national-ish level, but not
really?
Crazy. Yeah, something like that. So that was when I was like really young.
Yeah.
Actually loved football. Loved Newcastle United. But what happened was at 14, 15 years old. Well, exactly. There's a little cheap shot there.
Mate,
there's some bitterness there.
I tell you what, I'm fucking sick of Newcastle winning. Like, you know what it is? Fair play. Like, I'm fucking sick of turning them on. I'm thinking, did Newcastle get beat today?
Do you know the worst thing in the world?
Mate, the fly that's doing me head in.
I think actual Geordies are starting to get sick of Newcastle winning because it's bad for the livers.
There's now a kick off about.
It's bad.
There's nothing to kick off about anymore.
Nah.
Do you know what's weird? My mate said, right, this is case James, he'd be listening. James from Lines Behind, he's sick of designing that, right? Yeah. Designed all the T-shirts of the Great North Road. All his designs are in Gino's new place and that is class. Actually, you'll have seen his stuff. I guarantee you'll have seen it in Greg's or Phoenix, right? It's all these.
Oh, mint.
Here, you'll have seen them, right? And he was saying, oh, mate, we'll have the derbies back in it soon. I was like, I fucking hope not. Because right now, Newcastle would fucking hump something. Like, I'll be like, no, I'm fine for a few more years. I'm fine. I'm still living off that fucking 6 in a row, mate.
Yeah, exactly.
So, sport.
Sport, really simple. Love football. Went to a different school because I changed like catchment areas and I turned out to be like 6'3" at 14, 15. So they were just like,
really?
You're now not playing football, you're playing rugby because you're fucking massive. And I was, do you know what? I probably don't even know the full rules now, but I was half-handy at it. I say half-handy. I was okay at it because, yeah, I could just run over.
And rugby's not until the comp though, is it?
No,
My son's in year 7 now.
Yeah.
And he's just started playing rugby and he fucking loves it because he hated football.
Yeah.
Loved jiu-jitsu, then hates jiu-jitsu now.
So I would not really watch rugby unless it was Six Nations because well, it's shite on TV, isn't it? Unless you had a really good standard. The big games, the big Premiership games and the Six Nations, apart from and the World Cup. But you're not watching like, whereas like I'd put Sunderland Birmingham on like I did the other night just to see who's getting.
I was there. It was fucking class.
And I was hoping he's got
class.
But anyway,
I mean, actually, the game, mate, that standard's fucking poor. But the game was class.
But you'd still watch that on TV. You wouldn't watch shite rugby.
No, you're right, mate. I'm the same. Mate, the other week, when was it? When I first got this staph infection, I was fucking ill. There was one Sunday I watched 4 matches back to back.
Yeah.
I've got that fucking fire stick, man. Because I've been saying, I'm not getting a fucking fire stick, me. I'm a Sky for Life guy,
exactly.
Me. BT Sport. I've got the works, man. And my mate said, here, get this fire stick. He gave us it. I was like, I've never seen as much porn in my life. I've never seen as much football in my life.
It's class.
I was like, you can literally watch any fucking game you want.
So my dad was the same, Sky Sports till I die, and then he came down to mine because he didn't realise the 3 o'clock games were on, and then he's been converted.
Has he?
I mean, every now and then, obviously, you're putting Avengers on, and there's some weird plumber with stepsister on the porn thing, and the channels get mixed up. But apart from that, you're all right.
Oh, there's a guy with his dick in a pizza box.
I knew I'd seen you before.
Mate, what's mad is at my wedding, right? Me and my mates always used to joke about this channel called Big Sausage Pizza, right?
Right.
And on my wedding day, he said, he did a speech and he said, "Here, mate, I've got you a gift." And I opened this pizza box up and the big fucking dildo sprung up. And the thing is, my lass didn't know what it was. She was like, "What the fuck's that? Why is that funny?" There was literally about 10 blokes in the entire wedding laughing because it was like an insider joke. And I had to explain about big sausage pizza.
Oh.
So what's, apart from the second gym, what else you got coming up?
I don't know. I'm kind of just like trying to enjoy myself and enjoy life a little bit more. And I feel like that's a very weird thing to kind of say, but like, I'm kind of happy. Like, I'm happy just doing my things. Obviously, personal endeavors. There's these High Rocks things that are kicking about all over at the minute.
Well, did you know I've got the High Rocks World Champion in my program?
Have you?
Gary Rothwell, aye.
Yeah.
He's a gangster.
So,
And my mate Tyler does it all the time. You know Tyler?
Sure.
Tyler's got one leg.
Oh, yeah.
You'd have seen Tyler. He's in my program. He's a
Saunders.
gangster, Tyler. Aye.
So
Aye.
I've got a couple of them coming up. I'd like to do a couple of Ironmans.
It's a big thing now, the High Rocks thing, isn't it?
Yeah, it's getting there because I think what it is CrossFit's like, I mean, our gym is not a CrossFit gym. People always think it is. It's a functional fitness gym.
I think the lads at the training. Do you know the lads at the training club?
Yeah.
The lads at the training club get that bit as well,
Yeah.
I think. Aye.
So it's not a CrossFit gym, but we have elements and inspiration from that.
Yeah.
But I would say that the problem sometimes can be, if it's badly coached, obviously that can be the same anywhere.
Yeah.
But I think the level of entry for High Rocks is smaller because you don't have a lot of skill. It's work ethic. And I think people enjoy that because you can go in. My mum could go in. She would take forever, but she could go in and do the High Rocks now.
Yes.
And it might take her 3 hours, where it'll take me an hour.
Because you haven't got really complex
You haven't
exercises.
got complex moving.
Yeah.
But anyone can farmer's walk. Anyone can pick 2 kettlebells up and go. Yeah. So that's why I think I like it. Yeah. And I do normally a daft charity event every year at Christmas, just do something daft. So I did like 2,000 burpees last year. Yeah. And it was £1 per burpee. So I did that for charity. And there's just a few little things that I want to do for myself. Like I want to do an Ironman or something like that.
Yeah. It's mad that you're probably in this place as well. And I bet you've had this comment before. Like, people think you do now.
Yeah.
Yeah. I bet you get that, do you?
Like,
people think, oh, he's just fucking swanning around with these fucking Instagram ads and that.
Yeah, so yesterday one of the girls said, she went, "Oh, Adam, I haven't seen you coaching so long." And I'm quite friendly with her, and she was like, "It's good to see you do some work." And I was like, you know, we've got 500 people online, whereas I can only train 12 people a day if I'm in person. I was like, I need to concentrate on that. So yeah, like I'm filming videos instead, and all of the other stuff, I'm just spinning plates constantly. Yeah,
it's weird. Sometimes I feel like justifying myself sometimes because sometimes I knock on my head until 10. Yeah, and I think sometimes do these fuckers think I'm not doing anything?
Oh, this is what
when
I mean.
Really I've been up since 7. I've trained. I fucking wrote an email. I've made a post. I've posted a video. I've organised a fucking meeting with an agent for later on today. And I'm sometimes thinking, do they think I'm? Because I'm not here till 10. Do they think I'm not doing anything?
And the thing is with us as well, like these are quite good, not good, but like you'll send something and they'll be like, we don't like that one. Can you redo it? It is a full-time job. Like I have to have Thursday normally, but Friday tomorrow, a full 24 hours, and all we do is content for different brands.
Oh, really?
And I try to bang it out in one go because that for me mentally is easier.
Do you have to come up with new ideas and that then? Or?
Yeah, it stresses us out.
Because there's only so many pictures you can post of you with your top off holding the can, right?
Yeah, I know. Yeah, and the boxes are just getting lower and lower because engagement's getting worse and worse.
Well, fucking Alima's have you seen Alima's stuff when he does them? He's a fucking he's the king of fucking Instagram ads.
He is, but his sort of like if he scripts himself and the way he thinks of his ideas,
amazing.
He's amazing.
He is amazing. It's mad because no one knows what he does.
Yeah, but
when he explains what he does, you're like, I get it now. That's why he's so good at it because he treats it like a full-time gig.
Yeah, that's it.
I get people asking me, Paul, would love to, you know what's mad, mate, since I got this staph infection. I was like, there is an upside. I've had a soap company sponsor us.
Yeah.
Must think I'm a dirty cunt. But that's how you get it. It's like a soap company that the for jiu-jitsu players. Right, okay. Got shout out Full God soap. It's like antifungal, antibacterial soap. And then I had a CBD company send us loads of shit as well. Nice. So there's a little, I love free stuff on Instagram.
Oh, mate, it's mint. It's the
I
best.
love it, aye.
Do you know what, like, obviously, like, you get paid off your boohoos and whatever brands, right? But someone was like, what's the best thing you ever got? No, I
was just about to ask you that.
I got a black card for your sushi and I got a black card for tortilla. I was like, I've never paid for it in my life.
No,
I was
really?
like, listen, I went apart from Nando's. I was like, this is class. Go to the Merit Centre.
I don't have that. Do you know what? Chris Ramsey was the first person I know that had a black Nando's card, but I don't even know if they do it anymore.
Got to be big time. Andy Peters is the person in charge of it.
Fuck right off.
He is the guy who chooses who it is. Yeah. Andy Peters is in charge of something to do with British Airways for VIPs and something to do with Nando's. And I shouldn't have actually said this.
No, everyone's got to be on Andy Peters now.
Everyone who's got
I didn't want to come on my podcast.
Exactly. But yeah, he's the man. So
no.
Yeah.
Shit.
Sheeran, everyone like that.
I want to have fucking Ramsey now. I'd get all. Did you know why you lost your Nando's card?
Exactly. If he gets cut one, yeah, Andy Peters is
Andy Peters hates your fucking jokes, mate. Andy Peters hates that joke you made on Soccer AM about bumming your dad. You know, he's the only person that's been thrown off Soccer AM ever, Chris Ramsey.
Did he get thrown off?
Thrown off Soccer
I
AM,
think
man.
he's hilarious, man.
He's class. He made a joke about bumming your dad and they told him not to say it again. And guess what he did? Said it again after the break.
He is the only person that so my ex-bird, when she was living with us before this Love Island.
Yeah.
And I was with her, and it was this Chris and Rosie Ramsey. I was like, load of shite. I'm not listening to a couple's podcast.
Oh, the podcast,
right? So it would be every night when she would fall asleep, it would be on, and I was like, yeah, I'm actually getting into this.
It's
Ended up going to the show and everything.
Did you?
I ended up going to the show in, what's it? It's not Metro Radio Arena now. It's whatever it's called.
The Virtue Motors Arena. Man, it was fucking sold out, wasn't it?
Unbelievable.
Amazing.
Unbelievable. And she is hilarious.
Oh, she's funny as fuck. Rosie, what's mad is Rosie, her ex-boyfriend was my mate.
Oh, really?
The one she talks about when she's like, I used to take us fishing and make him come and watch him play golf and that. He's my mate. So when he's slating him, I'm like,
so then you rinse him.
I say to the kids, I said, you know who he's talking about? He's talking about, I'll not say his name, but my son is 11. He's listening to every single episode. He shouldn't be like, because it's a bit naughty, innit?
Yeah.
He's listening to every episode. And I remember last year, Chris had his stand-up tour as well, because he sold the arena on his own as well. Yeah. And we went to his stand-up tour. I said, mate, can you get the band in? We're sitting in this thing, it's over 18s only, and he's fucking 11. He was 10 actually, sitting in the crowd, and everyone was looking, what the fuck's he doing here?
Fair play to him as well, because I couldn't do a podcast with my missus. I mean, I haven't got one now, but you know what I mean? Like, it's one thing
I've
that
done
I would
two.
I'd be like,
every
week.
And it's mad what they've done with podcasting, like.
Yeah.
Because it was her idea originally, and he was like, nah, I'm not doing that.
Well, I think he's hit the jackpot with her because
she's funny.
Really, really
she's
funny.
fun. I sometimes think she's funny on her name.
Well, this is what I mean. I didn't want to be the one to say it, but I'm glad you have.
But you know how I know him, mate? It's mad because I said to him, because he doesn't do other podcasts, and I said, why did you come on my podcast? He said, you were the first. I didn't even know this. I was the first person to ever pay him for comedy.
Oh, really?
Isn't that mad?
That is mad.
12 years ago. I paid him. I was running a boot camp outdoors in South Shields. Loads of people. And we had a Christmas party. My wife is pregnant with my son, who's 12 in January. So 12 years ago, actually it'd be 12 years ago this Christmas. And someone had told us about, I'd seen a clip of his doing like, he must have been doing the fucking, do you know like the Hyena Cafe scene and that where you didn't get paid. And I said, mate, do you fancy coming doing a set for me clients? He was like, aye. I paid him like fucking 200 quid or something to do a set. Isn't that mad?
It's class though, isn't it?
It's mad,
things like that come back around massively.
It's mad. My dad plays golf with his dad and that. It's mad. And it's class to see local people doing well, mate.
Yeah. It's because you stand out up here when you do stuff like this. I mean, even like for you, for example, like I've said it to a few people and like, oh, Paul Mort from up here. Straight away, it's class.
And do you know what's mad though? Getting work here is mad. Yeah. Like I'll see the council will pay someone from down south to come and do like a marketing seminar. Yeah. And I'm like, fucking hell, I'm sitting here running a 7-figure fucking company. You're not asking me. Yeah. And then the thing will get cancelled because no one signs up. I'm like, well, the marketing's not that fucking good, is it? Just me head in. I'm getting flown to Puerto Rico, flown to America, and I kind of get a gig in Shields.
Yeah, exactly.
It's a mad thing, isn't it? It's sick. Adam Collard, I have had a fucking blast, mate. Thank you so much. Where should the guys come and check out what you're doing?
I mean, Instagram, Adam Collard, Sculpt is the gym. And you'll see everything there pretty much.
Sick. I love it, bro. Thank you
very much.